Welcome to Gentle Journaling from Freddie and myself. Today I'm going to be creating a page in my little mini composition book, and I'm going to be using my watercolours. So let me pull you closer so you can have a look. I'm starting off with some Islamic writing. Going to get yourself comfy, Freddie? Yeah? Come on, darling. Can you sit up? Oh. Here he goes. Oh, that's it. There we are. Ah, that's it. Yes, get yourself cosy. Nice warm drink. Or a cool drink. Now, Islamic writing is a bit like slow stitching. Any little mark goes. I think Barbara once described it as like a pre-writing when we're a child. Maybe it's a way to find our inner child. This is just my interpretation of Islamic writing, and it slows us down and makes rather a nice background on our little watercolour doodles. Oh, you can feel yourself relaxing and slowing down. I've got my Colours of Kindness crayons here, wax crayons. You can use, if you've got a white crayon, use that. It won't show up. I'm going to make a resist, but I'm going to use a light green because, do you know, I do like to play with greens quite a lot. And again, this is going to be really relaxing. I love the names of these on these crayons too. Keep moving forward. Isn't that gorgeous? He is planting 3 trees. Freddie's getting involved. Wonderful. Gentle journaling. Anything that helps you relax, really. Just swirls with it. Don't we find circular motions relaxing? Talking about kindness, colours of kindness. It's a quote from Lala here. Life is mostly froth and bubble. 2 things stand out. 2 things stand out like stone. Kindness in others' troubles and courage in your own. Oh, that was a quote by Adam Lindsay Gordon. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. That can go on a page, and I'll pop some of my painty paper down. So basically I'm just making a background where these little swirls are of wax. The paint won't stick to it. And of course, if that was in white or wax white, it would just leave the white background. Hold on, where have I got one in here that I've done? Hold on. Oh yes, look there, you can see I've done it in pink. And that all just gets washed over. Just add more. If you're finding it relaxing, just do this. Don't have to go through all the phases. Long winter shadows on my paper from my hands. Cozy days in. I've got some water, different waters here. Ooh. And my watercolour paints. I've got a big brush because I just think that's quite satisfying. Oh look, there was blue on the brush, but that's fine. There was blue on the brush already. But, oh. Do you know, I used to be intimidated by watercolour, and this little set of paints here used to sit in a drawer, left over from when the boys played with it, and not used, because I saw people that are amazing and they've practiced for years and it's their gift, and making landscapes, and I didn't realise how relaxing watercolour painting could be. And now I find myself going to watercolours instead of, see, I can't talk, instead of acrylics. I love the way they move, and yeah, I just play. I'm not quite sure how this is going to go. Here's one I did while I've got some on my brush. Not quite sure what's happening ever, but it just feels right to have a little play. Oh, look, when it drips. Oh, let's see. Do some drips. Oh, lovely. And the backing paper can get used as well. Oh, lovely. You're never quite sure what's going to happen. Oh, would you like me to show you how I mix up the watercolour paint from eyeshadow? Let's just not waste any of this and just go like that. If you've got a favourite pen, it's always a joy, isn't it, just to play with our favourite pens. So get some eyeshadow. I've got the eyeshadow palette here, or I've got this eyeshadow here. It's got a nice glimmer in it. I've had it for absolutely years. I don't tend to use that anymore. The paper peels off. It was from the Body Shop absolutely years ago. Crumble some on there. Pop that back for another time. Crush this up. This is really relaxing. I wanted to do this for absolutely years. This is pigment. You can buy pigment, I think. Because that is how people make watercolour paint. They buy pigment. They say that eyeshadow is highly pigmented. So you just crush this down like that. See, all this is very gentle and relaxing. Really gentle and relaxing. And then I have my watercolour binder. I can't even remember what they said the ratios were now. I'm just going to go for it. And Sam bought me this for Christmas last year, and I've just been, it's going to last ages. It's a mixture of honey gum arabic and I think you got it on, let's see, gum arabic and oil of cloves. Like cooking, I think you can always add more. And there's a technical name. Oh yeah, mulling. And you can get, oh. Thanks, Colin. Oh, we never get to see you, do we? We don't get there in time. You can get a special mulling tool and you have a glass board, but I'm just going to do it on this greaseproof paper here. Mulling is smoothing it down. If I was going to be making lots of palettes. Oh, this is a gorgeous green. I'll be wanting to put some of this on my, yeah, and then you just mix it round. Don't want it to be too dry, otherwise it comes off in your hands when you painted it, or too much and you'll water the colour down. But yeah, just keep mulling it and bringing it together. Oh, it's lovely when you've wanted to do something for a long time and then you actually get to do it. That's a lovely colour. And I've got, left over from my little gold paints, I've got these little palettes. But Sam was saying he's seen people put watercolour in different containers or like a shell. Use your imagination. Yeah, you don't have to have these little pans, I think they call them, pushing this down. As it dries, it shrinks. Oh, we haven't tested it yet, have we? Let's get a previous watercolour. Oh, look at that. It just went over. Oh, there you go. Don't need to damp it down because it's already damp. Let's get this brush. Is this clean? Yes. Clean water. And just to wet the brush a bit. And let's see. And this is where in watercolour you don't know where things are going to lead, because, oh, I do need to damp it down a little bit. They make, what I love about these watercolour paints from eyeshadow, they make the colours, it's very earthy, great for a fairy journal. And now you can see that, you could say it's a hot mess, but once it's cut up into a page or a postcard, I think it's that process of, oh gosh, this is very relaxing, the process of, it doesn't matter, just have a little play is just so helpful. Let's just loosen this down a bit by putting some water on it. And smoosh it down on here so I'm not wasting any. Oh, wonderful. And you can come back, if it's not coming off, you can come back later and activate this. And, oh, lovely. Again, oh, gorgeous background. You can activate that, so I'm going to put that down there because I'll be using that again. It's got quite a metallic feel to it. Depends how you feel on the day. You might just feel like doing the, oh, hold on, it's got on paint here. You might just feel like doing the painty side of it, or you just might feel like doodling. So if you've got some paper already made up with the paint on, you can just have a really gentle time, cup of tea. Let me just take a sip of tea and then just doodle. Anything goes, anything goes. No right or wrong. Let me just get the black pen. You can use different thicknesses of pen. And it doesn't matter if you go over the lines. You could stay in the lines or see what comes just naturally. Or if you're, you can plan it if you're that. You have to be you. Wonderful. I've got here some white acrylic paint. Dip the brush in and do some dots. That's what I did on here. So different options. Oh yes, don't forget, splashing paint can be fun too. Just get it quite watery. I've got a fan brush, but so you can use a big decorator's brush or, and oh, what a joy. Sometimes it looks like you've just had so much fun with colour and splashing. No doodles here. Let me show you what an idea of what you could make. You can see I've been cutting things out. I like to punch out circles. If you haven't got a circle punch, you can draw around something. And then you can pop these on a page. Where's that kindness quote gone? Here we are. Find a blank page. Oh, I forgot to say, this is just ordinary copy paper. It hasn't gone wrinkly, and I've used quite a lot of paint. Well, it's a little bit wrinkly, but you can use watercolour paper, or just ordinary printer paper. There we are. Let's stick our kindness quote on there. And I just staple those tabs on. Love to have lots of tabs and bits showing through. And when this is dry, I can rip some of these up. These papers we've made today. Where is it? This one. Oh, it's got a shimmer to it. Oh, that would be lovely. Might make a tag with that. Stuck today's on, and also just some more watercolour. Alison sent me washi tape on a card, and I'm just using the last of it, just putting these little flowers randomly. I'm sticking it. I'll be sticking those down, just in random places. Another little page in my mini composition book. I do like to root the baby spider plants. I found this pot at Ben's yesterday, so I'm going to put some soil in that later and make another little pot plant for him. Oh, I put the date on here so I can remember. What is the date? Oh, I'll write it on anyway. So I can remember that we made this page together. Life is mostly froth and bubble. Two things stand like stone. Kindness in others' trouble, and courage in your own. Shall we light a candle? Yes, let's do that. When we light a candle, it's just a way of us relaxing. We've got people on our minds, haven't we? And in our hearts. Let's just take this bit of time. Take good care, everyone. Bye. Waiting patiently.
No. Oh, you had Christmas music on yesterday.
Oh, I did. I'm videoing, by the way. We just... No, you can talk about Christmas music. Yeah.
You're going to criticise again?
No, I'm not criticising. No. We're off to pick up a sewing machine. I won't film the guy there. We popped a notice in a local newsletter, and this is the machine we picked up. It was donated. Isn't it wonderful? Let me get you closer. So this packs up there. When you take it out, you add the board there. Isn't it wonderful? This bit doesn't need changing. I love the stories that come behind the machines when we pick them up. I like to meet the people. And the man that gave us this machine for Africa said that his mother used this machine, and he used to, when she was busy and in a rush, he used to turn the handle for her. He used to sit and turn the handle. The memories that go with these machines. It is amazing. And then he said his wife, I met his wife too, and he said his wife used to, oh look, needles, spare needles, made all the curtains for her house. That's handy. It's nice to send tools out as well. All the curtains for the house she made. And then this faithful singer sat for 20 years in the understairs cupboard until they read the notice. And now this lovely machine is I'm just going to service it, and it will have a new life in Africa. Adventures.